Chapter 4 Frequently Asked Questions. Following are some frequently asked questions.
Can you please explain which fields are required on the voter registration application in order for the applicant to be a registered voter?
That is a very important question. There are 7 boxes that are required in order for the applicant to be registered to vote. The first box is 1. They must be a U.S. citizen, 18 years of age, or they may pre-register at 17 years of age. Box 2 is the applicant's full name. Box 3, residential address, must be a Clark County residence. Box 5, date of birth, must be the month, day, and birth year. Box 8, Nevada ID or Nevada driver's license. If neither are available, they may use the last 4 of their Social Security number. Box 12, political party affiliation, only one choice. Box 13, the applicant must sign and date declaring that all of the above is true.
What if a client is homeless and they reside in Clark County? What address would they use as their residence? Also, how would they get their mail?
I am glad you asked that question. A client that is homeless may use the name and address of a shelter in which they frequent. They may also give the 4 corner street names that surround the area in which they frequently live. An applicant who is homeless may use a general mail delivery in the mailing portion of the application. If we are provided with a zip code, the client is more likely to pick up their mail from a post office that is nearest to them.
Box 9, is this a new box? It says military. Can you please explain this to me?
Absolutely. This is one of the most confusing boxes. So this is only used for active military, their spouses or dependents, or U.S. citizens who live overseas. Most likely this box is not going to be used for agency clients.
What should we do with a voter registration that have a signature with no other information?
When you receive a voter registration application that only has a signature and no other information, you must write void on the application as well as the agency transmittal sheet. Send that over to the election department and we'll keep it on file.
When clients forget their information on the voter registration application, can I write it on a sticky note and put it with the application?
So the answer to that would be no. Information written on sticky notes will not be accepted by the election department, as we do not know the true intent of the applicant. Please void the application as well as on the transmittal sheet and send it to the election department.
If I receive a voter registration application in the mail and they forget to write the date of birth or Nevada ID number, can I write that information in the application if we have it in file?
That is a great question, and I'm glad you asked. Yes, it is okay for the agency to provide the information if they left off their date of birth or their Nevada ID number. If you have it on file, go ahead and write it in red on the application. Keep in mind, you may not complete the entire application for the applicant unless they are present.
Hey, can you give me an example of when I need to check the agency box or the mail box at the end of the application? I get so confused.
I totally understand the confusion. Hopefully I can clear things up. The only time you can witness an applicant is if they are present and they present identification to you. If that's the case, check the agency box and put your name in the received by box. If you have an applicant present with you and they do not show identification, check the mail box and leave the received by box blank. Of course, if you receive an application in the mail, you did not have the applicant present with you, check the mailbox and leave the received by box blank. Hopefully that clears things up.
Is a fax copy of a voter registration application acceptable?
The voter registration application is a legal document, so we cannot accept a copy or a fax copy. So please write faxed copy at the top of the application as well as on the agency transmittal sheet. Send them both to the election department. The election department will send a letter to the applicant.
Are clients that have been convicted of a felony eligible to register to vote?
The answer is yes. Assembly Bill 431 was amended and effective July 1st of 2019. This allows persons convicted of a felony eligible to register to vote, just so long as they are not currently serving a term of imprisonment.
I found a completed voter registration application in my client's file from last month. Is the date still valid?
Unfortunately not. The date is not valid any longer. The date expires after the 10 days of the agency validation date. So the client's new registration date will be the date that the application is actually received by the election department. Keep in mind, failure to return the voter registration applications within the 10-day period or by close of registration may jeopardize the voter's rights to vote.
How often should we send applications to the election department?
Great question. State agencies must send the voter registration applications along with the agency transmittal sheet as well as any voided applications at least once a week to ensure that they are received into the election department within 10 days of receipt at the agency. During the 2-week period before close of registration, applications will be picked up by a courier directly from the election department. If you have any applications that need to be picked up during this period, please call 455-0076. Please visit our website at clarkcountynv.gov/vote. Go to the Important Date section to get the latest information on the close of registration and Election Day dates. Post a reminder at your desk to turn in completed applications.
This completes Chapter 4. You may now take the review test for Chapter 4 or return to the main menu to review this or any other chapter videos. When you have successfully passed all chapter tests, you will be eligible to begin the final summary test. We hope this video has been helpful. If you have any questions, contact your supervisor or the Clark County Election Department. After you take your summary test, you will have successfully completed your agency training for this 6-month period. Please print a copy of your completion certificate, give the certificate to your supervisor as proof that you have completed your training,